Hey guys, it's Julie Saillant. How are you? Intuitive healer for your life and business. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. I am an intuitive healer. I am an animal communicator. It's my horse Zeus behind me. I do a lot of things. I channel for people. I channel for animals that are here or have passed on. I channel with God, Spirit, the divine, archangels, your ancestors. And I am here to give you information for your challenges that you have on planet Earth here with all the things that we deal with. And you are a life path number 2. So before I start, a couple of things. If you'd like to make donations to the channel, there is a PayPal button below. The link's in the description. I will, if you'd love to do that, that'd be awesome. It helps support me and what I do here. Also, I do have a 4-week course coming that will start next Monday, which is, I want to see the 12th. Hold on. So sorry, guys. Yes, it's the 12th. This is a 4-week course that I will be working one-on-one with you, and my hair is crazy today. And it will be all about your gifts, right? So we'll be talking about how to find your gifts, what they are, how to leverage them, which means how to use them, because gifts don't come with manuals. I wish they did. And also how to get in alignment with your soul's purpose and what your soul's purpose is. What are you here to do on planet Earth? What are the gifts that you have? Everyone has gifts, and you probably have some that you know of and some that you don't, or you might not have a clue at all. But no matter how old or how young you are, there's never a time where you can not tap into your gifts. That's your birthright. And whether you realize it or not, you signed up as a soul to be here on planet Earth at this particular time to learn lessons and to shine your light to everybody. We all need what you have. So please share it with us, okay? What I'm going to be doing today is a couple of different things. I'm going to go over your life path number just as a quick refresher. I don't work with zodiac signs. I work with life path numbers. The best way to find your life path number, there'll be a video up at the top. I can put a link in for it. And it's basically through your birthday. And you actually are trying to get down to the lowest common denominator. So if you're like myself, October, that's number 10 out of 12 months. And you add up 1 plus 0 equals 1. My birthday is 25. So 5 plus 2 is 7. And then say if it was 1983, you'd add up the 1 plus 9 plus 8 plus 3. What does that give you? And then you add up those 3 numbers, and then you bring that down to the lowest denominator. You are life path 2. Okay. And for each life path, they all have certain attributes. Some are positive and some are shadow side, which I will go over with you just as a refresher. So life path 2, you are very sensitive. That's who you are. You are serious individuals that want to see the world become more beautiful, right? You love to work with a team or partner, not alone. You are the most empathic out of all the numbers. Now, I'm an 11 master number, and I am seriously an empathic person. But you guys are the most empathic people. You feel things very deeply from other people and for yourself. You're very intuitive. You're very caring. You're a visionary by nature. Your sole purpose is to bring peace to the planet, make it more nurturing, more peaceful, and you're always striving to help others be more peaceful towards each other. Some of the shadows lie in your codependency of your relationships. So ask yourself, what is it that you're looking for, and try to make it so that you're not codependent on someone. Also, you may spend time alone focusing on yourself. You have amazing powers of diplomacy, but know that, sometimes you can be passive because you feel like you're not making a choice, but being passive is a choice. And because of that, you can be overly sensitive and easily hurt. Sounds like me. Sorry for the crumpling if you're listening. I need to put the papers away. But life path number 2, what I do is I'm going to channel a message from you first from Spirit. I call him God. You can call him Spirit, the divine, the universe, your higher self, Lord Shiva, whatever works for you. And I channel a message that I've already gotten from Spirit, and then I will go into a channel message directly for you with hopefully your ancestors. And then we will look at your biggest challenge, which the animals want to help you out. You guys got a bunch of cards today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I usually only get 2 to 4. You got 6 today, which is awesome. And I'll explain how that works. And then we'll go through just a couple of cards from I like to talk about, the moon and the stars, the fixed planets, and a little bit of Egyptian astrology. So this is going to be fun. So first things first, let's just say this. I've already called in my team. If you do not have a team that you roll with, it's imperative that you get your team together and assemble them. My team consists of the 5 archangels, which help me. And then, of course, my animals, of course, God, Spirit, the divine. But your team is your power pack. It's the way I like to think of it. If you feel down, if you're not connecting in with your team on a daily basis, you are disconnected from your power, right? Your team is there because they have been doing this for many, many lifetimes with you. They are your guide. They are your protectors. They offer wisdom and they offer love. You are their charge. But know this, they will stand right here until I ask for help. They cannot intervene unless it's a life and death situation and I'm not supposed to go yet. So if you'd like me to do a message on calling your team, a video on it, let me know. I've already called in my team, and it's as simple as saying, Archangel Michael, I ask that you be here with me now. Archangel Uriel, please be with me now. Archangel Gabriella, please be with me now. I get Gabriella, you might get Gabriel. And Archangel Raphael, please be with me now. And Archangel Metatron, please be with me now. And I ask them all to come be with me. I like to give you a channeled message that I got. And it says this: once you can see all the possibilities for your life, it's a whole new world. Every experience you have had from the animals, be it mice, horses, cats, dogs, gives you a lesson. Not all are easy, but the animal kingdom can give so much, as you know. They live fiercely, as humans must learn to do. They understand their shortcomings and only work with their assets. Wow, what an idea. They develop them and hone them until they are razor sharp. Okay, you are just now finding your power, and many can see and feel the difference. Okay, so instead of being a tense person, move towards calmness. This is someone who has accepted their power. You have power within you, a great deal of it, but you may not know it, or you may know it, but you might not believe it. And you may know it and believe it, but you're not using it in your everyday life because you're not calling it in to claim it. I always, always, always tell my clients they must claim their power. And you be very specific about it and hold that vision for yourself and say, if I want X amount of dollars per month and I expect that, but if it goes over that, I'm open to that as well. And I'm open to however it shows up. Because if you don't say that, the universe will just, if you think if you're just going to get success one way or love one way, all of these other areas or other ways it could come to you will be cut off. So you're only hurting yourself. Okay. So what I'd like to do now is I'd like to give you a channel message. Now, these are for messages for the collective. I hope they resonate with you. If they don't, hopefully the next one will. But I'm going to invite your ancestors in to offer me some information about you and how this might help your life, any challenges you might be having. So please do take a deep breath. And when you do, focus on your heart and focus on peace and focus on just sending me whatever questions that you have, wherever you feel stuck, whether it's professionally, personally, both, energetically, spiritually, whatever that is, so I can help you. So take a deep breath in and focus on your heart and let it out. Take another deep breath in. I set the intention that I'm here to receive messages from Spirit, from the divine, from the universe. Thank you so much. And I would invite all of your ancestors to please come forward with any messages that you'd like to give me for the people that are listening right now to this message, to this video, or to this audio. Okay, they're showing me those little sandpipers that are on the beach. Those little sandpipers and their little legs go beep, 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 beep. They go really, really fast and they're constantly dodging the waves. This is how you feel your life is right now. You feel like your life is extremely chaotic, extremely like the waves are going to come in and take something from you at any second, and that you already have been breached by the waves many times. They're showing me that you have thought about, when will the waves stop? And that's not the right question. The right question is, how can I begin to work with the waves like the sandpipers do, instead of trying to avoid them, because they will not stop. And you cannot avoid all of them, but you can change your behavior to make the waves work for you. See, what the sandpipers do is they let the wave come in and exposes the underneath. It just kind of roughs it up so that when the wave goes back out, they're ready, and then all their dinner's right there and they can just grab it and run away. But they have to be fast enough to move out of the waves so that the wave can come and unearth it for them, right? This is how I'm seeing your life. You're getting wave after wave after wave. And a lot of these waves are you just getting crashed down to the ground and you can't get up. And then you're losing air and you're freaking out. I'm hearing that I'm too old. I can't change my life now. I'm too messed up. I've done too many bad things. There are too many people that don't like me in my own family, even. I'm trying to change, but I feel it's just so difficult. I don't believe in myself anymore. And that's really sad. And that's not the truth. The truth is, you are a divine being of God, the higher power, the highest source, whatever that is for you. You are an infinite spark leaving and living in a 3D world here in this body, using this voice in this dimension on planet Earth. And you have everything that you need to be successful. But you must believe it. They're saying many of you don't believe that. And that's a lot of resistance. And that really shows the wave coming and taking from you. See, if you think that the wave's already come and taking stuff away from you and you can't get it back because it's too late, or you lost all the good stuff, and you're just kind of waiting for the next wave to come, you're giving your power away. What you must do is learn to work with the waves. Be like water. Water flows, right? Water can change shape. It can change to ice, right? It can go through an obstacle. It can go over it. It can go under it and go around it, through it. But it's super flexible, even though it's so strong. Be like water and flow. Be more flexible. You are, after all, the most empathic of all the signs, which means you feel things deeply and you hurt deeply and you love deeply. But I'd be willing to bet you, as an empath myself and someone who feels a lot as well, you probably can feel other people's pain if you want to. And if you do, and I do that too, you need to learn how to shut that off. Because if you go into a grocery store and you feel everybody's pain, it's going to start hurting you. See, they don't want me to get this message out. Hold on, let me take a sip here. Someone doesn't want me to get this message out to you today, but I'm not stopping. Thank you, Jesus. It's Easter too. Excuse me. You are a multifaceted, multi-talented person. Nothing can stop you when you put your mind to it. All you have to do is put your mind to it. And you have lots of guides here and ancestors who don't play and they want to help you. Let them in and ask them, how can you help me? Please. I got, like I said, 6 cards for you from the animal realm. It's insane. The animal cards, like I said, I'm not a tarot reader, but I use the cards to basically, they loan you their attributes that you need right now. And the first one I got was Squirrel Spirit. And it's got a little squirrel, if you're listening on audio, and here she's like jumping around with this huge acorn, like jumping around for joy. And what does it say? Believe in yourself. I cannot make this up. This is my confirmation of what I just told you. When I pull cards, I don't really look at them. This is confirmation. The animals are saying, if you can't believe in yourself, we will believe for you. Allow us to help you do that. Squirrels know exactly what they have to do before winter, and they prepare. They go out and they execute. They get their nuts. They get everything ready. They prepare. But can you imagine if a squirrel didn't believe in themselves? If they thought, winter's coming and I can't do this? Can you imagine that? That's what you're doing as a human when you say, I can't do that. Of course you can. The second one was Porcupine Spirit. It's a beautiful porcupine. And the porcupine looks like it's going somewhere really fast. And it's got like magic feathers on it. Like it looks like hawk feathers. And it says, time for a beginner mindset. There are some of you out there who are trying to do something professionally or personally, and you want to revamp the relationship or change the business, but you're not changing it around completely. You want to keep you've got a baseline, okay, of goodness. So your doors have been open for a while and you're doing something, but it's not working as well as it used to. Time for beginner mindset, time to do something different, not scrapping the whole business and starting over, but keeps the business open, but change it. What can you do? What can you offer to people that's different? That really taps into your skills and abilities, right? Like I'm not a tarot card reader, but it doesn't mean that I can't put myself on YouTube to help other people because I can channel with my gifts, what I do for my clients. But the only way to do that is to have a beginner mindset, which is basically saying I'm flexible. And it could be with they're telling me to tell you also, it could be with a relationship with a spouse that you've had for a very long time, but things aren't clicking right now. And they're saying, don't scrap it, right? Look at it from a different perspective. How can you bring in more fun? How can you do more exciting things together? How can you reconnect? The third one is Ant Spirit. And it shows basically these two ants, one above and one below, and they're working on a puzzle piece. And they're carrying a puzzle piece somewhere together. And it says time to collaborate. Again, like I was telling you with the archangels and your team of guides, they can be all around you. But, you know, until you say, help me, and raise your hand, they can't step in. Everybody knows what ants do. They work tirelessly. They know they have a job to do and they do their job every day, but helping each other bring something back that they can't bring back themselves makes sense. Could you do the same? Who could you collaborate with? Who could you support, or someone that support you? Then I got White Raven Spirit. I've never seen a white raven. I've seen ravens. They're usually black. This is a white one. And it says, trust in the magic. I love that. Trust in the magic. What did I say? You guys are a divine being of light. That's what I said you are. Trust that you have magic within you. Trust that you can make things happen, because you can. The world is your oyster. The fifth one I got was Fox Spirit, and it says, think on your feet. Fox has come out a lot tonight. And because you're empathic and because you feel things so deeply, you're probably the type of person who lays down at night and their mind just goes and goes and goes. And it's hard for you to shut off. Foxes are known as tricksters, but they're also known as very affectionate, loyal to the family, but they always go out and do what they need to do. They're the type of animal that if they go out for a mouse and there's no mouse to be found, they're going to find something else. Think on your feet. Try something different, right? Kind of like what I'm doing here. Try something different that still uses your skills. Last but not least is Panther Spirit. This is a beautiful black panther. I love black panthers. On top of his or her head, she's got some crystals, and it says, reclaim your power. Wow. Wow. You guys, many of you have been giving away your power. This is why I'm getting such a strong message to call on your team. Power is earned. It is hard won. Do not give your power away to others so easily. I have to take this lesson myself many times, because what happens is, because you're a giver, because you're empathic, because you feel other people's pain, you want to help. And that is amazing. But here's the part that we need to remember. You can't give all your power away. You have to have some for yourself. And you really shouldn't give your power away. Maybe you could loan it to somebody. But you have to remember that even if you gave all your power away, would they really know what to do with it? Probably not. It's kind of like the basketball to Michael Jordan in his hands versus my hands is a totally different thing. It's not about the ball. It's about the power behind the ball. It's about what wields the ball. Does that make sense? But many of you are giving your power away very quickly because you want to help. And I get that. But here's the thing. What you're giving away, that this person may not even know what to do with it. Or they could be devious and they could be wearing a false mask and they could be trying to get this from you. They're going to be a wisdom vampire. I just came up with that tonight. So thank you, everyone, whoever gave that to me. You've heard of energy vampires. There's wisdom vampires too. And you've got a lot of wisdom, right? Okay. So those were your challenges that you're facing. Panther Spirit, reclaim your power. Don't give it away. Fox Spirit, think on your feet, because when you have a lot of power, you're absolutely going to need to think on your feet at all times. White Raven Spirit, trust in the magic of you, of the divine, that you are an amazing soul. And it's never too late for you to learn, to change, and to evolve. Ant Spirit, time to collaborate. There may be somebody out there that could help you, or you could help them, and then you could both get to the same place really quickly, faster. Porcupine Spirit, time for beginner's mindset, right? And Squirrel, believe in yourself. Awesome. Now, for the messages from the universe, for Egyptian astrology, they gave me two. I usually only have one. They gave me two. The first one is Horus. And Horus is the sky god. And it says, optimistic, charming, and determined. That's you. You're always charming. Empaths are very charming people. But you're determined as well, which people don't see about you. And I would say, keep it on the down low. Let them think that you're like not that determined, or maybe even a little ditzy. It's an advantage to do it that way. The other one was Geb, G-E-B, and he's the earth god. And it says caring, honesty, shy, faithful. The planet is Earth. The planet for Horus is the sun and the moon. This is a female in the picture, and she's holding a light up to the world in the cosmos. Caring, honesty, shy, and faithful. You know, this makes a lot of sense for me, for you, because you don't need to be, as an empath, we're sensitive beings. We're not loud people. Okay. And you don't need to be loud at all. You don't need to be loud. Just do you. Just do what you do. For the fixed stars, I got Azel Fafeg, Tail of the Swan. And it shows a beautiful swan. Azelfafage, and it says your actions are manifesting, law of attraction bring to fruition. Everybody loves swans when they see them. But if you know swans, they can be mean, but they're very determined. Your actions are manifesting, law of attraction bring to fruition. Keep doing what you're doing, but be flexible. And then the other one was the black hole, which we've had before in other readings. And it says, heavy thoughts on the mind, mystical void, magnetic pull into the unknown. You know what the black hole is, right? Everything in the universe just gets sucked into it. This says a couple things to me. Heavy thoughts on the mind. Don't be so hard on yourself. Learn how to shut your mind off. And mystical void means, to me, don't give up your power to others so that you have a void where you once had strengths. And let yourself be pulled into the unknown. Because you are a powerful person, but a lot of times I'm feeling that you don't want you're very much a planner, because you get surprised all the time by being empathic. You don't want other stuff to, surprise you. I get that. I'm the same way. And for the moon healing, I got the first quarter moon, right? And it shows a moon with a man. It looks like he's ready to throw his hands up in ecstatic, like I did it. It says strength, self-evaluation, and determination. It's all well and good to be strong. It's all well and good to be determined, but you have to realize and strong, that you do have limits. Now, I said you're a limitless being, but you do get tired still. Strength, self-evaluation, and determination. Know how far you can go, and then take a break and rest, or take a break and collaborate. You also got the snow moon, which we've had before in other readings. It's a beautiful card. If you're on audio, it's just a full moon. It's got a lake and that's all covered in ice, and then a tree covered in ice, and it says renewal and embrace the new light within you. There is newness within you that is struggling to come out and be free because you're so rigid in the old ways. Please be aware of patterns, thoughts, things that are not serving you. Somebody could have told you when you were 5 years old that you were stupid, and it should have never been said. That was said by a small person. It happened to me. That's why I bring it up. And then I took it as gospel and believed that because of that, I could never achieve my dreams. And then I throw up every roadblock in the world that's, I can't do this. Of course you can. Embrace the new light. And lastly, for astrology, I've got make, M-A-K-E, M-A-K-E. And it says, love of nature, grounded, profound connection to nature. If you're an empath, you need to be grounded, which means you need to go out in nature. Be with the trees, be with animals, be with the ocean, be with the lake, because it will nourish your soul. All right, guys, so I hope this helped you. I'm so thrilled that you're here, and please do like, share, and subscribe. Let other people know about my channel. I'm building it, we're growing it, and I'm so happy that you're here. Again, if you want to make a donation, there'll be a link below. If you want a personal reading for yourself or a reading for your animal, because I do work with animals either here or those that have passed on, there'll be links below. And also do check out the 4-week course that's coming up a week from tomorrow, because it's getting really full already, and I'd love to help you. It will definitely sell out, and it is me and you one-on-one. There are 3 or 4 bonuses, so you're going to love it. It's going to be awesome. You will learn some of your gifts are, how to work with them, how to get in alignment, and then how to really figure out what your soul's purpose is and start moving towards it. All right, guys, thank you so much. Take care. I'll talk to you soon.